So I'm delighted to be here with you again on this Saturday morning. It's hard to believe that it's been a month since we've done this. The time has gone, at least for me, rather quickly. Even though lots happened in the world, lots happened in our lives. Time is going very quickly. So it behooves us to make the best use of our time. And I'm hoping that you will look back on this hour that we spent together, hour and 15 minutes, whatever it turns out to be, as being really good use of your time this morning. So I'd like to begin by just tuning in. Just tune in to yourself. The Soham Satsang is a very important opportunity for us to stop our busy schedules, stop the things that we preoccupy our minds with, and to tune inward. We'll be speaking of this later, but this time sheltering at home gives us opportunity to do things like perhaps we haven't done them before. And slowing down and having the opportunity to tune into your inner life is a very important part of that. Excuse me. So just get in touch, as I often ask you to do, get in touch within yourself with what it is that's bringing you here this morning. What did you feel in yourself that you decided to come and offer up this time, invest this energy to be present in this experience? What were you feeling? What was calling to you? Just listen to that. See if you can bring a more focused awareness to that urge inside of you, that impulse inside of you. You perhaps heard it when you received information about the satsang. I'm hoping that you can tune into it this morning. Perhaps it feels like a need. Perhaps it feels simply like an opportunity. And don't try to figure it out with your thinking mind. Just be present with it. Notice that its essence is incredibly still. And it may be that if you are sensitive to this, you can tune into it and know that this is not coming from the mind. It has an entirely different energy. This calling both to turn inward, but also to turn inward together. This is an amazing thing we're doing here this morning. We're tuning in together. Now, I would like to share with you a mantra. We're going to speak more about it later, but I'd like to just make it our invocation. So the mantra is on the screen. It's very familiar to many of you. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So say this mantra in the heart center. Just quietly, just internally, slowly, contemplatively. Om Mani Padme Hum. The loose translation of this mantra is, the jewel is in the lotus. We are turning inward to find that jewel this morning. The lotus is your heart center. The jewel is the essence of your being, your true nature, your soul, your self with a capital S. The discovery of which is the purpose of a human life. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now, the power of the mantra is not in its translation. The power is in its intention, its vibration. I've used this metaphor before. If you struck a tuning fork and it was singing, you could put it next to various parts of your body and feel the vibration of it. Saying mantra is like striking a tuning fork that's tuned to a certain frequency. We'll talk about the frequency of this mantra a little later. I invite you for now just to strike the tuning fork of this mantra in the heart center and feel its effects. Give it your full attention. Don't think about anything else or worry about anything else or divide your focus in any way. Just stay completely and utterly focused on the words spoken into the heart center. Om Mani Padme Hum. Feel or imagine or visualize that this mantra has the power to open your heart. This is a heart liberating mantra. It liberates the heart from the prison of our conditioning in separation and in egocentricity, in narcissism. It liberates the heart to take its place as our center of operations. And brings online the most powerful kind of love and compassion that has its focus on others. Om Mani Padme Hum. Just keep saying it into the heart center. Every repetition of the mantra has an effect on consciousness and on the nature of your heart. Let the whole chest area unclench. The rest of the body relax and soften. If you have a feel for your aura or your energy field, let it soften and pull out away from the body. Let it expand. The energy field, just think of it as energy around the body, our subtle bodies around the physical body. Let these relax and open and pull away, stretch away from the body. Kind of a normal aura stretches out. If you put your hands straight out and your fingertips straight out, your aura stretches out about that far, side to side, front to back, top to bottom. See if you can have that sense, open, expanded, centered. And now to ground, bring your attention for a moment to the root chakra, right at the perineum. Visualize or imagine an energetic root or cord extending down out of the root chakra and into the earth. Just with your intention, we send it down, all the way down into the heart of Mother Earth. Expressing our intention to be present and to be of service to the planet. We'll return to this cord a bit later. Now, let's begin to make the breath slower and fuller and deeper. We're going to do what we often do, which is a 4-count breath, a 4-count in and a 4-count out. But instead of using numbers, we're going to use syllables. Om Mani Padme Hum. I guess that's more syllables, but those 4 sounds, Om Mani Padme Hum. So say it slow and easy as you inhale. Say it slow and intentionally as you exhale. Make the breath as slow and refined as you can without any kind of strain. Let the belly relax and inhale as you inhale and expand. Om Mani. And then Padme Hum up into the chest. Let the breath continue to lift the chest and come all the way up into the collarbones. And then as you exhale, Om Mani, and all the breath empties out of the chest. And then Padme Hum. And the belly contracts and the navel pulls into the spine at the last minute. And then relax the belly and breathe in again. Om Mani in the belly, Padme Hum in the chest. Slow and refined. Keep the breathing practice going, repetition of the mantra. Your attention fully absorbed in mantra and breath. Now let the breath pattern go. Return your breath to its normal rhythm and let the mantra dissolve as well. Notice the effect of the practice. Center your attention in your heart center, center of your chest. Just noticing what you notice, keeping your awareness centered in or focused on whatever you're experiencing. The body is relaxed. The spine is straight. The mind is following the lead of awareness, being focused into the heart center. And I invite you to very slowly and intentionally move your attention back into the heart center more deeply. And see if you can notice how when you move your attention back more deeply into the heart center, things get a little quieter. There's a greater sense of calm, perhaps a sense of well-being. As you move your attention more deeply still, see if you can perceive the energy of peace. This peace is not related to the external world. It's what in the Bible Paul called the peace that passes understanding. This peace is a state of being. It's a layer of your soul. It doesn't come and go with the changing tide of the external world. I'm so wanting you to be able to experience this so that you can know you have an inner refuge. And it's always there. It can feel like the eye in the middle of the storm or the drama of our external life. We can always come back to it and find rest. Now, continue to come to the back of your heart center. Don't worry if your mind doesn't know how to do this. It's not necessary. Just hold the intention to bring your awareness to the back of the heart center. And then to step behind the heart center into what we call the space behind the heart. The space behind the heart. The space behind the heart center. And just notice what you notice. Stepping back into this luminous space behind the heart isn't so much a physical space as much as it is a shift into a higher consciousness. As evidenced by the great stillness that we find there. Silence, tranquility. Perhaps even a sense of a great presence pushing in from behind. A great intelligence, an infinite love. And as we encounter this, also often a great sense of joy that ultimately unfolds itself to reveal a perpetual bliss. The inner smile comes from this place. A radiant and pervasive sense of well-being, of wholeness. This is soul consciousness. This is just a way to make connection with it, to step into the space behind the heart, to feel that there is something infinitely intelligent, unspeakably powerful, unconditionally loving, that is just behind the drama of our personality. The personality self being the physical, emotional, and lower mental bodies. There's something always just behind that. And that we could connect with this. Invite it forward into the personality. And know ourselves to be something very much more than what the ego says. Now, from the space behind the heart, come forward into the center of the heart again, the center of the chest, the center of the heart center. Just bring your awareness right into the center of the chest. This awareness that you have discovered in the space behind the heart. Open awareness, free of agenda, free of fear. Spacious, tranquil awareness. And now begin to bring that awareness upward into the throat, and through the throat into the center of the head. Feel yourself pause there at the center of the head. Let the center of the head respond to this presence, this awareness. Take this awareness then up to the crown. And as it touches the crown of the head, it stimulates an opening of the crown chakra. This 1,000-petaled lotus stretches up, and all 1,000 of the petals fall back. And then this awareness perceives a light just above the head, called the soul chakra, or the soul star, just 6 inches above the head, a brilliant orb of light. Take this awareness that you are up into this soul star. Merge this awareness that you are into the brilliance of this soul star, 6 inches above the head. Concentrate there. Concentrate there until you feel some vibration or feel its radiance. And from the soul star, we can look up higher intuitively, look up higher, all the way up into source consciousness, into the divine mother, father, the light of divine consciousness. This is the light that is the source of all things. This is the light that everything comes out of, into being, and everything returns to. Now visualize this light pouring down to and through the soul star. Visualize this light coming down from source, from the divine mother, father. It is the light of divine consciousness, the light of divine grace, of divine power, of love, of wisdom and inspiration. Let it pour down to the soul star and through it, and to begin to pour down now into the body through the crown chakra, first of all filling the head. You may or may not feel the vibration of this, just visualize it. Visualizing it brings the mind past its conditioning. The mind's conditioning would say, well, there's nothing here. Visualizing it helps the mind to perceive what actually is there, but we haven't been conditioned to look for or to expect or to experience. The light continues to pour in, down through the throat, filling the heart center, the whole chest area. Down through the solar plexus, down into the navel chakra and sacral chakra and root chakra, filling the whole abdomen, lower belly, pelvic floor. Just cultivate an attitude of receptivity here. If this is your choice to receive this light, then cultivate a sense of receptivity and openness to this. You can even say, just quietly inside of yourself, I'm choosing now to receive this divine light, this light of divine consciousness, of divine grace, divine love. I make this choice now. I open myself to this incredible gift, this inflow. The light continues to pour in, down the legs, out the soles of the feet. Down the arms, out the palms of the hands. The light continues to pour in and straight down from the crown to the root chakra, and now down through the grounding cord that you set earlier. Just visualize the light continuing to pour down the cord that's coming out and down from the root chakra, all the way down into the center of the earth, this light continues to pour. And as it's pouring down to the center of the earth, it's also seeping out of the very pores of your skin. It's projecting out through the space between the subatomic particles of your body, and it's radiating out into your energy field. Feel the deep stillness and silence and tranquility this light gives the body-mind. With every cell vibrating with radiance, the very energy field around us pulsating with this light. And your mind will get distracted. Don't fight that. Don't criticize that. As soon as you notice that you've become distracted, come back to the sense of being immersed and surrounded with this light. The light continuing to pour in through the crown, into the being, down to the center of the earth. So now visualize this light coming down from the highest level of consciousness, penetrating down through your being and rooting down into the core of Mother Earth. Feel yourself to be a channel of this light, of this divine light. A bridge between heaven and earth. Know that among other things, it is your soul's purpose to embody this light in the world, on the planet. Now, as you see yourself infused with and surrounded by this light, a bridge between the highest level of divine consciousness and the deepest core level of the planet, as you see yourself in this way, begin to sense your connection to everyone else who is here today. There's about 52 of us right now holding this space. Feel your connection to one another so that a sense of the light that is in you pours out to the light in the other 51 people. And the light from the other 51 connects with yours. See if from the awareness of soul, you can feel that we are now a part of a larger heart of light. Each one of us formulating, stepping in together, each one of us contributing to this larger whole. For a moment, I just want to have you feel your own unique self connected to the other 51 people. And now let's make a shift. Let's shift from identifying as a unique one of the 52 and shift into a sense that your identity is that of the one made up of all 52. That you are this circle of light. You are this brilliant circle of light. Just for a moment, you drop your name and your body. You drop your conditioning. And you just abide in and as this great circle of light. Whole and complete, tranquil, full of love and bliss. Now let the light intensify, because this light isn't content to remain just here. It wants to radiate out further. So now let the light from this radiant circle that we are, let this light pour out to everyone you're connected to, your loved ones, your family members, your good friends. But also just associates and people that you know and connect with, even if you don't know them well. And it's important for you to include people that kind of drive you crazy, people that you wouldn't want to be stuck on an elevator with, people that you have some, perhaps on a personality level, have some beef with. Let the light flow to them as well. Whoever comes to your mind, let the light flow to them. And just have this intention. Let this light that we are flow to everyone I'm connected with, everyone that I have ever been connected with, everyone that I am currently connected with, and everyone that I ever will be connected with. Let the light flow to these beings. And feel the light of this circle dramatically expand to include all these others. Even if they're unaware, even if they don't have the consciousness to experience the benefits, that's totally fine. We hold the intention for the light that we feel to perhaps, when they are ready, stimulate the light in them. Stimulate, I should say, their awareness of the light in them. So we're not imposing on anyone this light, but offering it in service to the highest good of all that we're connected to. And notice how it feels to your heart to channel this love and light in this way. Can you feel that there's something being fulfilled here and now as we stretch out beyond ourselves for the benefit of others? And now let's, as this incredible field of divine light, let's let this light radiate out to all those who in any way have been negatively affected by the pandemic. So that means now the light will spread out around the world. To everyone who's sick, which is over 1 million, I understand. To everyone who has died, wherever they're at in their process, even though they've dropped the body, let this light flow to them and be of great service in illuminating the direction of their next evolution, their next level of evolution. Let the light flow to the families of those who have died. Let the light flow to the healthcare workers in their exhausting fight to help those that are sick with this COVID-19 virus. Let the light flow to everyone who is afraid at home. Terrified of catching this virus. So I want to teach you a simple prayer now as we hold this space just for another moment before we're done. This is a bodhisattva prayer. I'll speak about it a little later. It goes like this. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be safe and well. May all beings awaken to their true nature. May all beings live together in peace and harmony. Now I'm going to say that again and give you the opportunity to repeat after me. And as we say it together, then let that result in an intensification of this light of love and compassion and healing grace, spreading out to all that need it in the world. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be safe and well. May all beings awaken to their true nature. May all beings live together in peace and harmony. One more time. May all beings be happy and free. And feel that intention radiating out through this circle of light to all that need it. May all beings be safe and well. May all beings awaken to their true nature. May all beings live together in peace and harmony. Now just come back to the center of your chest, still radiant with light. This body and energy field still radiant with light. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. Feel how the body is being supported by the chair or the couch, whatever you're sitting on. And then as you begin to open your eyes, have a sense that it is this soul awareness, this pristine, awake awareness, that's what's looking through your eyes. Look around your room with these eyes, with the eyes of your soul, with the eyes of loving kindness. With the eyes that see everything as an expression of one self, of one great being. Just for a moment, look at the screen and familiarize yourself with this Bodhisattva prayer. Can you feel how the saying of it resonates in your heart? That there's something that comes through the heart that wants to live in service to this prayer? Every soul is a bodhisattva. A bodhisattva is one who has decided to live in service to the liberation of all beings. A bodhisattva is one who has done all the work that they need to do in order to be absorbed into nirvana, in order to go and live in heaven. And they choose not to do that so that they can stay present on some plane of existence. It's not always a physical plane of existence, but present in some plane of existence to be of service to others, to live in service to the liberation of all beings. Every soul is a bodhisattva. Every soul wants this for its own personality and that of everyone. Thank you for sharing that beautiful space.